This segment is sponsored by H&R Block.
Do I smell like Fritos?
No, not at all.
All right, well, besides the Super Bowl this time of year, you know what else is upon us. Yes, it's tax season again. And this year is going to present unique challenges for almost everybody out there, from tax reform to refund delays, and then the big swings in refund size, too. It is going to probably take some work for people to untangle their situation tax-wise this year. Now, the good news is that H&R Block is ready to help, and they have sent Tabitha Tomlinson, the very able-bodied Tabitha Tomlinson, with us back again this year to talk about this. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You bet. So let's talk about the reform. Is that the first item people should be concerned with?
I think so. Tax reform affects virtually everybody this year. There's not really any part of the individual tax return that wasn't affected because of the recent tax law changes, and it's different for everyone, honestly. So your unique situation kind of dictates how you're going to be impacted by that tax reform this year.
Who do you think is impacted most?
We see homeowners that are going to be impacted. We definitely see parents of children that are under the age of 17, maybe even taxpayers that have no children at all and got some extra withholding in their paycheck throughout the year last year.
That's true. And then so that'll affect refunds.
Without question, and it could affect it. It could affect it to the plus side or to the bottom side. And so that's really when I was saying tax reform kind of affects everybody uniquely. It's hard to like paint it with a broad brush and say, oh, Sean, you're definitely going to see a decrease or an increase, because everybody is different this year.
I also know people were very concerned with the government shutdown that this will delay things. Is that still the case?
Well, we're not anticipating a delay because of the government shutdown, but there's so much confusion out there as a result of that. So we're telling everybody, file early. There will be no refund delays as a result of the government shutdown, but we did know that there were certain credits that were already going to be delayed. So if you get earned income tax credit or additional child tax credit, which analytically is about 30 million taxpayers that receive that, and 15 million or so file early. So 50% of those folks were already going to have a delay regardless of tax reform or government shutdown. So file early, don't delay. There's extreme benefits to filing early, even if your refund's not coming till end of February.
And what about that refund? So what if you have been planning that refund to use it for vacation, use it for something?
Absolutely.
What do you do?
We know there's people that depend on that refund,
right.
Whether they're using it for vacation or to pay bills or tuition. If you need access to your tax refund faster than what the IRS can provide, H&R Block absolutely has a solution for you. We are offering a refund advance loan completely free, no interest, no finance charges, up to $3,000. And basically with our partner bank Access, we just kind of front you some money while you're waiting to get that all-important refund from the Internal Revenue Service this year.
So you will front it. That's good to know.
It's nice. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Really nice. You know, what kind of mistakes do you typically see? Are there just an array, I'm sure, but are there one or two that you can kind of pinpoint that people continuously make?
Yeah, I think not knowing your eligibility for certain credits and deductions is really that biggest error. The tax laws themselves are so fluid. Like every year, even in a year where we don't have huge reform, something changes. And not knowing what you're entitled to is really the biggest area of error, if you will. And so, seeking a tax professional is super important, especially this year with respect to tax reform. Like I said earlier, there's not one person that has not been impacted by this new tax reform.
Right.
Business owners, especially rental properties or landlord owners, definitely consult a professional this year. Things are so different.
And where can they go for more information?
HRBlock.com or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK. We have offices all over the city and the country that are ready to help you.
That's great. Always good to see you.
Sean, thanks.
And it's good to know the cavalry's here when you need them.
We definitely are, and we're here 24 hours a day online.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tabitha. She says, for some tax help with H&R Block, call the number 1-800-HR-BLOCK.